How we doing, guys? Psycho Steve here again, reporting live outside of Psycho Steve Stadium with our Week 3 recap. It was said in the Week 3 preview for our featured matchups that Psycho Steve was going to rely heavily on his new waiver wire additions, and Cleats and Cleavage was going to need to rely heavily on her running back's performance. Both teams coming in at 1-1, looking for their second win. Well, it turns out that Psycho Steve's waiver wire additions were not enough in this one, because Todd Gurley had a truly heart-stopping performance with 37 points. Cleats and Cleavage, Little Sis, beats Big Bro 145 to 113. Cleats and Cleavage, aka the Wild Pig, metaphorically knocks down another one of Psycho Steve's Lego sets for another time in his life. In our next feature matchup, Fire Goodell takes on Give Her the Woodhead. Give Her the Woodhead finally got a true performance from Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell scoring 21 points finally played up to his true caliber. But this was not enough, because the rest of his roster, it seems that they gave somebody the Woodhead the night before the game. As we all know, you're not supposed to have sex or give anybody the Woodhead, for that matter, the night before a game, because it takes away your balls. The rest of Give Her the Woodhead's roster had a poor performance and only put up an additional 81 points. Fire Goodell, yet again, had Kareem Hunt with 25 points, carrying him to his third victory in a row. Who is going to be the first person that will take down the undefeated Fire Goodell? With a name like that, it might be that he wants to change his name to Give Goodell a Raise, because of the performance he's put up this year thus far. Fire Goodell improves to 3-0, and Give Her the Woodhead falls to 1-2 on the year. In our third matchup, we had L.I. Golden Taint versus Team Capablo. This one wasn't really a matchup, guys. It was more of a blowout. It looked like L.I. Golden Taint's players were playing in the PGA Tour Championship from the amount of single-digit scores that they put up on the board. His 62 points, or equivalent to 10 under par, would have been the best score of the week, just in the wrong sport. Maybe try out fantasy golf, Trevor. This gave way to Team Capablo putting up a huge score, the highest points scored in the league thus far, with 162 points. Big performances from Sammy Watkins with 28, Brandon Cooks with 32, Sterling Shepard with 26, Christian McCaffrey with 20, and Drew Brees with 20 points. Team Capablo breezes past L.I. Golden Taint with a 100-point blowout. The score 162 to 62. Team Capablo improves their record to 2-1, and L.I. Golden Taint falls to 1-2 on the year. In our next matchup, we have the undefeated Team Limp versus the winless Bohemia Bombers. The Bohemia Bombers, desperately looking for their first win, had a huge performance out of Chris Thompson, the replacement for Rob Kelly on the Washington Redskins. Chris Thompson put up 30 points, and it was looking like a good day for the Bohemia Bombers, but the rest of his team fell short, giving way to Team Limp, with Jordan Howard answering right back with his own 30-point performance, including the rest of his roster with double-digit performances, putting up a huge score of 160. This matchup ended 160 to 109 for Team Limp. And Team Limp, who looked like they limped into their 2-0 record, is looking like the real deal and a real contender for the championship this year. Another undefeated team this year, along with Fire Goodell, Who's going to be the first team to take down these two monsters? Bohemia Bombers, please do us all a favor. Check out the players list, the waiver wire. Improve your team. There's still hope for you. There's still hope for you to win. The season is not yet over. In our next matchup, we are WW Slaves versus Team Pagan. Team Pagan looked like they were starting off slow with Terrence West making the long plane ride to England, playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. Terrence West put up the big goose egg, scoring 0 points in England. It looked like his game was affected by jet lag, and maybe the rest of Team Pagan's team would be affected by jet lag after the slow start to Sunday. But that wasn't the case. Team Pagan's team woke up with Stefon Diggs scoring 37 points, T.Y. Hilton scoring 28 points, Duke Johnson 22 points, and you like that? Kirk Cousins scoring a big 26 points, leading Team Pagan to 162 points, tying Team Capadlo for the most points to date in the league per week. And for WW Slaves, unfortunately, she left enough points on the board that could have been the difference. 2 weeks in a row, leaving her number 1 draft pick, Odell Beckham Jr., on the bench. This week, scoring 28 points. Looks like WW Slaves is treating Odell Beckham Jr., or OBJ, like the official blowjobber of her team. And she officially blew this one, giving way for Team Pagan to get the win. This matchup ended 162 to 119 with Team Pagan improving their record to 2-1 and WW Slaves falling to 1-2 on the year. And for our final matchup, Team Mary versus Travis Tree Trunk. Team Mary looked like she was on her way to her first win of the year with a big performance again from Tom Brady, scoring 35 points. Jordy Nelson scoring 23 points, and AJ Green finally waking up, scoring 27 points. It looked like she was on her way to her first win coming into Monday night. Travis Tree Trunk, his only hope was Larry Fitzgerald on Monday night. And it turns out that Larry Fitzgerald was not fitzing around in this game. Coming into the fourth quarter, Larry Fitzgerald had 12 receptions, 146 yards, and 1 touchdown. Travis Tree Trunk was down 142 to 141 with 2 minutes to go in the game. Larry Fitzgerald caught a 3-yard pass, bringing the score to a total of 142 to 142. Unfortunately for the Cardinals and for Travis Tree Trunk, they could not generate any more points and failed to score in their last drive of the game. With this nail-biting matchup ending in a tie, the first tie I've ever seen in fantasy football ever. With Team Mary being so close to her first win, falls to 0-2-1, and Travis Tree Trunk with a new record of 1-1-1. I seriously doubt there will be any more ties in this league, but who knows what's going to happen. This is a game of inches, and in Travis Tree Trunk and Team Mary's case, it's a game of 1 yard. Because if Travis Tree Trunk would have scored, well, if Larry Fitzgerald would have caught the pass for 4 yards instead of 3, he would have been the victor in this matchup. That's it for the Week 3 recap. I will be updating the bragging rights and biggest disappointments for the week. Thank you, L.I. Golden Taint, for removing me from the lowest score in the league thus far. That was a huge one. And I wish you guys the best of luck in Week 4. Make sure you manage your roster. Make sure you set your players. I'll see you guys next week. And good luck to all the teams in Week 4.